Alright, let's look at some basics Maclaurin series, and this one comes straight from geometric series. Alright, so let's try to find the Maclaurin series for 1 over 1 minus x. Alright, so if you remember the sum formula for geometric series, if you have a summation n goes from 0 to infinity of a r to the n, the sum is going to be a over 1 minus r if absolute value r is strictly less than 1. Right? So if you compare 1 over 1 minus x and a over 1 minus r, you can see that we can set a to be 1 and r to be x. Right? So we're going to set a to be 1 and r to be x. Right? Then we get this. Alright, so this is going to be a summation. And definitely goes from n equals 0 to infinity. Alright, a is 1 and r is x, so you just get x to the n. Alright, so this is the power series or Maclaurin series for the function 1 over 1 minus x. Of course, if absolute value of x is less than 1. Alright, and some variation of this, if you want to find the power series for 1 over 1 plus x, alright, difference is you have a plus sign there, but we can always do this, 1 over 1 minus, then you have a quantity negative x with the parentheses. Right, so it's very similar to the one we just did, except that instead of x, we have to put negative x. So what you get is going to be the summation n goes from 0 to infinity, and we're going to replace this x by negative x, so you have a negative x, raise it to the n. Right, so we can probably rewrite this guy as summation n goes from 0 to infinity. Then I'm going to just separate the negative 1 to the n, then x to the n, to make it look more like an alternating series. Alright, and another variation would be 1 over 1 plus x squared. Alright, so instead of x here, we put x squared there. So we can just do the same thing. So you have a summation n goes from 0 to infinity, right? So you still have negative 1 to the n, right? But we're going to put x squared instead of x. So you have an x squared to the n. So it's going to be x to the 2n power. Right? So this is the Maclaurin series of 1 over 1 plus x squared. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.